Good morning. Happy Halloween. It's 9 a.m. I know. Gay people and an LGBTQ plus Kiki at 9 in the freaking morning on Halloween? Well, that's why I'm still in bed. And look, I'm still wearing my heels. Yes, I am. Me? I'm FayWhat? Well, I'm FayWhat the ladybug today. And I'm going to help you get your week started off right. We have lots of fun things to talk about. It's going to be a great week.
Gay boys, hashtag that girl, sunbeams, drag queens, L-word, is that girl, the girl of all our dreams. She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl, pride-filled, tea-dance, Wilton, is that girl, Latina, but she's universal too. If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
The FayWhat Show is America's first LGBTQ plus morning show, and we are live right now on Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire Television, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm also on demand, baby. It's Monday, October 31st. Happy Halloween. So let's kiki about what's going on in the LGBTQ plus community. You know there's always something going on. I have a sidekick joining me in bed for some conversation. What did you think I was talking about? What in heavens do I know what to do with a man in bed? That's been a very long time, even though he is hot as hell, and I try to figure it out, trust me. But our first segment is called Gay Boys Sleep Late. And this morning I'm joined by guy, gay, pal, model, spiritualist, wellness counselor, ball icon from the House of Gorgeous Gucci, and HIV activist with Impulse Group, Jamal L. Starks. You can find him on Instagram at porcelain. That's porcelain with a 3 in the middle. You see it on the screen right now. Good morning, Jamal, and welcome to Faye's Bed.
Hey, thank you, Faye.
You're welcome, Poppy. So I made you a tea. I figure since you're a spiritualist, you know, that goes with like the whole Aum tea kind of thing, you know?
It does, with my crystals right here.
With your
over there,
crystals,
too.
I
Yeah.
love that.
Yeah.
Jamal, you have such an interesting background. Like you have like a little bit of everything. You worked in the airline industry. You have done ballroom. You're a spiritualist. What else do you do on your spare time? Which is none.
Yoga, sleep in bed, sleep
Sleeping.
late.
Oh my God.
After, partying last night or
Ugh.
being on the beach all day.
Oh my God. Well,
Yeah.
today is Halloween. So are you ready for today? Are you doing anything fun later?
I'm gonna go out on Milton Drive.
Of course you
Yeah,
are. Wicked manners,
yeah.
right?
I'm gonna walk
already.
through.
I'm ready. So I was like, I love ladybugs, right? Like my
Mhm.
godmother died like about 10 years ago, and she loved ladybugs, and so I just took like such a love for ladybugs, right? So whenever like I'm like, oh, it's time to get dressed up. Let me go dress up like a ladybug. And so I tried to do my makeup though, and it didn't work out because I looked like I was having some kind of reaction or something. And like,
look good.
I'm not good at like, the whole little dots and everything, trying
You're
to look like a
Lady
lady, but I'm Lady
You're
Luck.
Lady Luck.
Well, I'm lucky because I'm in bed with your ass.
Oh.
Ooh, did you guys see that? Did you do that again? How long did it take you to learn how to do that?
This was the first thing that I wanted because I was a stick when I was like in my 20s.
Papi, but I
So
want to inform you that
like,
you're a noodle. You're still a stick.
I know, but I have boobs now.
You,
You know,
yeah,
yeah, I want
you have, I call them chesticles.
chesticles.
Like,
Yeah,
I wish I could do that. I can't do it.
I stood in the mirror for like ever and just like,
It was, COVID did a lot to us. When we were in quarantine, there wasn't a lot to do. I'm gonna learn how to make my boobs bounce.
I learned,
Right?
I learned how to cook better.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I love that. What is your favorite thing to cook?
Oh, my friends are gonna get salmon.
Why? Why are your friends gonna get mad at that? Do they not like fish?
Because, no,
because
because I'm
fish.
always.
Because fish. No, is that why? Because I constantly tell people I'm a pescatarian, bitch. I love
No, 'cause
fish.
this is all I constantly cook in the house, and they're like, "You're cooking salmon, rice, and beans again?" Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So do you have that house smelling? Because like I got a friend that like will eat catfish at least twice a week, right? And then she will take it to work and put that in the microwave, and the whole entire office will smell like catfish, right?
She is rude.
Okay, thank you. All right, I thought so, right?
Who
That's
is
mean.
she? You are rude, Bill. You are rude.
But I did have a piece of that catfish, and it was slamming.
It was
though.
good.
Oh man,
It was good.
I have an issue with eating things with faces, though. You know what I mean? Like they'll eat like the whole fish will be there with the face and everything winking at you, and I can't. You know, at least
No.
salmon, it's like your nice piece of fish.
I don't want to
and
talk to my food.
You don't want.
I don't want it to see me.
Got it. And you don't want to catch it. You don't want to have any kind of like relationship before it's on your in your pan.
No.
That makes sense. That makes sense. How about being a spiritualist? Like, what is that? What is that all about?
It's just about being aware. I tell people it's just about being aware.
All right.
You know,
Yeah.
like having awareness about life, about your life in particular.
And how though? Like with so much shit going on right now, especially directed at our community, especially directed at Black and Brown. Like, how do you stay
That's the work.
so chill and back? That's the work.
That's the work.
God, it sounds like a lot of work.
And it is. Oh my goodness. Like to keep this and like, yeah.
That's a lot.
It's a lot of
Are
work.
you single?
I am single. I am dating.
There was no hesitation in that. It was like, I'm single.
I'm single. Yeah, I'm dating.
But you're dating? No, dating is fun. Why not? Everybody's automatically always trying to like partner up.
Like,
you know what I mean? Like, I'm married and I'm happily married, and I just celebrated my 5-year anniversary.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you. Over the weekend, October 28th. And, you know, it's one of those things where I liked being single. I love my boo. I love my wife. But I had a blast being single. I had no problem hanging out with just me. You know what I mean? Going to the restaurant, ordering what I wanted, not wondering what the other person was going to eat, or if we were going to have sex later, what I had to eat before sex. You know what I mean? None of that. I liked being single.
You have to worry about that too?
Yeah, of course. You thought you were alone? You thought
I did. This is an eye-opening conversation.
Okay, and this is why all gay boys need a lesbian. This is why right here, because these are conversations that need to be had. Of course, girls have to figure it. And again, it just depends on what kind of girl. Like if you have a pillow girl that don't do much, then maybe not. But like, you know, I'm 100% all around the world kind of FayWhat. You know what I mean? So I need everything to be like squeaky clean, and you know, we're having a nice long evening. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah. So you do have to worry about what you eat. Some salmon is okay. Some fruit, we good.
Okay.
See? We have more in common than you boys think, right? Thank you. All right. So there's a lot of interesting things going on this week in the LGBTQ plus community. Jamal, let's kiki on some of them now. Cool?
Let's do that.
Let's do it. So first, it's Halloween, and nothing is scarier to talk about on Halloween than monogamy. See, we were just talking about it. I mean, plenty of people are into monogamous relationships, but not everyone is. And Lizzo recently opened up about her dislike of closed relationships in an interview and compared people the way people push monogamy to religion. She said, quote, "Is monogamy a religion? People fight for monogamy like they pray to it every day. I am not a polyamorous person. I'm not in love with multiple partners. That is not me," end quote. What are we all talking about?
Well, I'm not monogamous.
You're pan.
I'm ethically non-monogamous.
Okay. So what does that mean ethically?
Ethically, which means we have boundaries. Like if I was to enter a partnership, there are boundaries.
There are conversations that need to be had. Everybody needs to be on the same page, kind of deal.
Exactly.
You know, so we were talking before the show when I was waking your ass up. Like we've both been part of a throuple, right? And I was part of a throuple, you were part of a throuple, and twice. And the one time I went into a relationship with a couple, okay? And another time it was just 3 single people that decided to be together, all right?
Yeah.
That was a lot easier than getting with the couple, because the couple had already had like their own stuff, their own issues, their own fights.
Exactly.
And after the honeymoon stage, they would kind of like use me to like mess with each other, and that didn't become fun no more.
And that's not a relationship, right?
Nah.
That's just them using you as a plaything.
Yeah.
And I think that's what a lot of people think that's where a lot of open relationships go. Like they use people as playthings. But for me, like a partnership is literally a partnership. Like there's individuals, we have our own thing going on, but
you have your own roles in the relationship.
We're open and honest. But I do think I agree with Lizzo. Like monogamy is a cult.
And it's just something that they push on you, and you're just automatically supposed to say, "Okay, gotta do it, gotta follow everybody else," right? But if you, I mean, do you believe that you can love 2 people at the same time?
Yes,
I think so too. I think so too. I mean, I think that we have so much love in our hearts, and it could be a different kind of love. Like there's times that you meet somebody and you got some kind of connection, right? And it's like, That's intimacy. You know, sex is intimacy too.
Love is limitless and love isn't selfish.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And I love Lizzo. I went to her concert a couple months back.
Oh, at Sunrise? It was
Yes, at
Sunrise.
BB&T.
Yeah.
She is incredible. If she ever comes back around, Jamal, try to watch her. It was the most inclusive concert I had ever been to. I've been to a million concerts, and it was just so good. And I saw an interview because I think she's got a new album coming out. And she was talking about the people that she had dated in the past, which is why she doesn't believe in this monogamy. She says that she dated somebody that like needed a lot of attention. You know, and I thought for a second maybe she dated a gay boy, because my gay boys, my God, they need him a lot of attention.
Have you seen the new movie Bros?
Of course,
like,
I have.
The main character was just so.
He was needy.
Oh, he exhausted me.
Oh man,
yeah. But it reminded me so much of a lot of queer folks.
Yeah, no, and you don't have to say it like you're scared of it. They know.
Yeah,
they know.
Gay
boys know
they need a lot of queer men, like.
And then some boys then wonder why they're single. You know, like some people don't really want to deal. Like you said, you are also a spiritualist, so maybe it's different for you. Maybe you grab too much of people's energy without willingly wanting to.
Maybe
I know, I'm teaching you all kinds of shit today.
This is Halloween.
I know, let's have a seance. No,
okay.
but seriously, maybe that's why. And that's like, you know, we all have friends that are toxic, right? We have friends and that like,
we're a little toxic too. You know?
Yeah.
It's Halloween.
It's Halloween, you know. And it comes with the territory, man. We've been a marginalized society for a very long time. So we've been stepped on for eons. And unfortunately, we need that validation constantly. And that's what I feel for my gay boys. They constantly need to know, I love you, you're perfect, you're enough.
Yeah.
But sometimes that gets tiring, like you said. And sometimes you leave certain conversations exhausted. And you're like, why am I so tired? Because they sucked the living energy out of me.
Right. Trying to feel worthy.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. I love you, gay boys, more than life.
I love you too.
Anyway, so I love Lizzo, and I love this dynamic of monogamy is a cult, just like CrossFit. All right. Next, Angela Lansbury was a treasure. Rest in power, diva. So from playing Auntie Mame on Broadway to Murder, She Wrote and playing Mrs. Potts in Disney's Beauty and the Beast, she had a career as an actress that touched people all over the world. And according to a book by John Waters, who we love, she was all about other people touching too. In his book, Mr. Know-It-All, The Tarnished Wisdom of a Filth Elder, John Waters claims he once saw Lansbury at the infamous Hellfire Club in New York City. The club was known as a gay sex club, but many people of all sexualities would go, and celebrities weren't an uncommon thing there. So hey, even famous people like to get freaky sometimes. What are we all talking about? What do we love about this? You like that tea, right? Tell me that tea.
Well, it was tea because of this story too. That was tea too. Can you think about that? Angela Lansbury in a sex club.
Oh man,
Mrs. Potts.
Yes, Mrs. Potts. Oh my God. So I'm a big fan, and I have a friend who also works with me on another show here at the Happening Out Television Network. Her name is Auntie Mame. I don't know if you know who she is, but she's an incredible drag queen. So she got her name from Angela Lansbury's role on the Broadway show. And so she and a partner are watching all the Murder, She Wrote and talking about them on their podcast, you know? Now, this is something that happened decades ago, and they are enjoying every minute like if it was today.
Right now.
You know, it's still sort of relatable, you know? Angela Lansbury, wow. Like, it's just like, you don't think of her when her look, right? I think it's her look that's like stopping me or distracting me from trying to imagine her at a sex club.
When we came into seeing Angela Lansbury, she was already kind of older. And so it's like, Angela Lansbury in a sex club. But what better way to entertain yourself than to be in a sex club? Like, come on.
Well, and also, how much more safe can you be?
And how,
right? Like, as a star, as a celebrity, as somebody that would go, you know, because even if you didn't watch her shows, your mama watched her shows. You know what I mean? So it's one of those things that you saw her on the TV screen. You know what I mean? That even if it wasn't something you saw by 2 degrees of separation, you knew who she was.
Yeah.
You know, so we have a club here that's very open. You know, Ramrod that I love. I love you guys at Ramrod. So I'm just imagining like walking into Ramrod and just like seeing Angela Lansbury by the pool table, watching 2 boys go at it. You know what I mean?
And having a cocktail.
Like,
living her life.
Living her life. And saying, yes, I love it, boys. Continue. Yeah. Move a little to the left. Jazz. I love it.
Or at Johnson's.
Or Johnson's.
Or at
Oh
Johnson's.
man, I love me some
Just sitting right
Johnson's.
there in the front, just like Angela Lansbury with a cocktail at Johnson's.
I love it.
Watching men go up and down the pole.
I love it.
Up and
I
down
love
the
it.
pole.
Up and down the pole. Folks, if you ever come to South Florida, you've got to go to Johnson's and you've got to, hey, check out Ramrod as well. It's an experience. Go to the Eagle Bar as well. If you really want to go and see something different in our community, welcoming, kinky.
you really put that up? The Eagle Bar. But
yeah. Well, what?
I know, I love that.
But Jamal,
I love that.
But why not? You know, here's the thing.
That.
When people think, so Eagle is our leather bar, right? And it's our kink bar, right? And when people think of leather and kink, they automatically think of closed and you're not allowed here and you've got to look a certain way and you've got to be naked or you've got to be okay with, you know, just kinky things, you know? And that's not necessarily true. They are a welcoming community.
Right.
They're like, come, we'll show you, you know? And it doesn't have to be such a scary thing, you know?
Because everybody else has a little, everybody has a little kink in them.
Hell yeah.
Everybody. Even
Everybody.
Angela Lansbury.
Angela Lansbury had a little kinky. Your grandma had a little kinky. Sorry
my grandmama got a little, all my grandmamas.
You know what I mean?
Oh, that's why I'm like this.
Yes.
There's a reason I'm like this.
We should never forget where we came from. We came from kinky people. They just maybe don't admit it.
They don't.
See?
They're afraid. They're
right?
repressed.
But
as a spiritualist, I encourage you.
And so now you see my reasoning behind inviting people to go to the Eagle and places like that. You know, you shouldn't fear the unknown.
You're right. Yeah, exactly.
You are just learning so much from this lesbian.
I love, I've been wanting a lesbian.
Oh, you got one. Here I am.
In the bed.
In the bed. Who would have thunk? You know, I was telling my mom, I'm like, hey, I'm going to be in bed today with a really hot black boy. And she's like, yay, you're going to be straight? And I was like, no, he's a friend. Damn it. Next, sometimes you can find acceptance and welcome where you least expect it. Like Alabama, in downtown Mobile is Bebop's, an LGBTQ plus nightclub that has hosted RuPaul celebrities like Derek Barry and Akira Chanel Davenport. The club welcomes the entire LGBTQ plus community, and that community supports them right back. That's why the bar recently celebrated its 30th anniversary. Carol Hunter, a spokesperson for the Downtown Mobile Alliance, said, quote, we don't just welcome, we seek diversity not only with the uses of our building, but also in the customers for those businesses and the residents who come downtown. That's a real strength of downtown is its inclusivity, end quote. Mobile is becoming an LGBTQ plus haven with 5 of the 8 gay bars in all of Alabama in that town. What are we all talking about? You were surprised over this story too, right?
I was very surprised. I'm surprised that they have 5 gay bars in Mobile, Alabama.
Yeah.
I've been.
I was going to ask you if you've been.
Yeah, it's a very, very small, what you would think of when you think of Alabama. But also, we were speaking before, they have a shoe store next door.
In the same shopping center, right next door.
That celebrated their 100th anniversary.
Wow. And you know something? I have a feeling that shoe store probably would have gone out of business.
Had it not been for
gays. Exactly.
The gays kept them in there.
Listen, you know, I mean, God, gays are hated all over, but we're the ones who clean places up. We're the ones who make communities what they are.
And bring the money.
And bring the money.
We bring the money.
And bring the money. So that shoe store part, can you imagine all the gay boys and the gay girls going, oh, there's a shoe store next door? I've had a couple drinks. I need some shoes.
Hello.
And
the drag queens.
And the drag queens. Oh,
how many heels they probably sold?
Oh, I bet you they started stocking up on size 13s real quick. Real quick. But congratulations, man. Because 30 years is hard. It's a long time.
Yeah.
It's the South. You know what I mean?
It's the South.
Like it's the South. Yeah. Like when you think about the South, you think of Mobile. You're like, let me think, you know, okay, I'm going to go there. I'm not going to expect to see a lot of gay people. I'm not going to expect to be around a lot of queer people. And look, they've got 5 bars.
And they also have a casino. Mobile has like the biggest casino in the South there.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I've stayed there. It's really nice.
Awesome. And I love that they're just saying, hey, inclusivity. I mean, because like you said before, we got money and we bring money.
Yeah. Come.
Have you seen We Are Here? Have you seen the show We Are Here?
No.
With Eureka, Shangela, Side Boys.
Oh yes.
Who's the third one?
Yes. Bob the Drag Queen.
Bob the Drag Queen.
Yes.
Have you seen that?
Yes. I love that. I love
that show. I can't wait for season 3 to come. They had to wait for Eureka to get out of rehab. No, seriously, true story.
They did?
Yeah, and I really hope that
Oh.
she's doing well, by the way. I
Well,
love that
I
show.
guess we're gonna see on the
Well,
show
yeah.
how well she's
Oh
doing.
yeah,
And
because she always brings whatever is going on in
yeah,
her life
yeah.
into that show.
And it makes it so much more impactful and powerful. Like
Oh,
the emotional element,
yes.
and the seeing people like in Mobile, Alabama, their closeness just open up, and they're
Yep.
like, "Oh my God,
Their
we didn't know."
communities. Yeah,
Yes.
folks, if you haven't seen We Are Here, where you been? I know you've seen it. I know your ass saw it too, but you didn't see it. Okay, go check it out because I'm telling you, it's just, so these incredible drag queens, they don't go to New York City, they don't go to Wilton Manors, they go to like the smallest little town where hate is prevalent, and there's queer people just screaming to try to be themselves and try to find their voice, and they help them
In full drag.
in full. Where did they
In
go? They went to
full drag.
Salem. They went to like some crazy
Salem.
places
They
that I
went
was
to
like,
I think Roanoke, Virginia, or something like that.
yeah,
They've been some places. It's HBO, right?
yeah.
HBO Max.
It's
I
HBO
think so.
Max, I
Yeah,
think it is.
yeah.
But yeah, no, and kudos. So kudos to the folks, kudos to all those queer folks that live in those little cities. Because since I was a kid, since I knew I was queer, I never moved anywhere that wasn't queer based.
Same,
I moved to the
same.
Castro in San Francisco. I moved to Herald Square in New York. I moved to South Beach. When I moved here, I need to be in my gay bubble. And
Mhm.
that kind of messes with your head when you go somewhere else and you remember
Mhm.
that gay bubble is not everywhere.
It's that safe space or brave space with the language we're using now
I love
that you
that.
really want. Like, I can be brave, I can be myself. I learned that when I became a flight attendant and I started traveling. First place I moved to, Houston. Second place was New York. Atlanta, black gay capital.
Yeah,
And then I moved back home.
yeah.
And I just had to stay in my
But as
element.
but as a flight attendant, you dealt with
Oh,
250, 300 people a day on a plane,
hmm.
and you didn't know Trumpsters, people that have never seen gay, people that have never seen black queer.
Oh,
Like,
I
I mean,
dealt with
you had
them.
to dealt with, you had to
Oh,
see
yeah.
all that on an everyday basis.
Yeah, and this was back in the early 2000s was when I started, and it was blatant. Like, people would roll their eyes. Some people wouldn't even accept drinks from me.
What?
I had one person who told me like I like they'll wait for the
Go wait
next.
for the next person.
Hmm. Yeah,
Wow,
yeah.
that's just like
And I
some.
used to. That's when I finally saw the culture of small towns because I started going to places like Dayton, Ohio. I was like, I didn't even know this existed.
Where's the dating at? Where's the dating? Oh no, it's just called Dayton, Ohio.
Yeah,
Oh
it's
damn.
just
Oh
Dayton, Ohio.
yeah.
Yeah,
Wow. But and again, that's in the 2000s. We're in 2022.
yeah.
And that still happens today.
That's
My
crazy to me.
sister is a woman living the trans experience, and she is a flight attendant, and she just started maybe this year. And little things and little signs and little rolling of the eyes, and I'm like, sis, you are enough, you are beautiful, you are representing all of
Hmm.
us. Keep doing you, boo, because we need to be seen like
Hmm.
that by
Hmm.
those folks that have never laid eyes on a
Hmm.
beautiful trans woman.
And I used to tell people like when I was a flight attendant, I was like, I'm the one here to save your life. Like, if your shit goes down, you have to look at me. So you better.
Right, guess what, I can carry that door and throw it out, and I know what to do. Your ass don't.
Your ass out. You got to pay attention to me.
So when that happens, I'm gonna go, no, you move to the side, the next one.
The next one.
I don't think I should take care of you. I think
I remember your discrimination earlier. I'm going to do that now as we exit the plane, the burning plane.
Crazy. Next, East Stroudsburg University in Pennsylvania. Okay, I know where this place is because my parents live in Scranton, which is not too far from here. Right, so East Stroudsburg University in Pennsylvania is a school like near the Poconos, not far from the Jersey border. So for almost 130 years, the school has been a bastion of education, arts, and athletic programs. Tradition is important at this school, but not just the cis white traditions. ESU's Gender and Sexuality Center hosted a very special night last Thursday that focused on the ball scene and voguing with Londolly. London Sutherland, aka Londolly of Mount Vernon, New York, is a legendary ballroom house mother who has had numerous accolades and awards dominating ballroom categories, including realness, face, Vogue, performance, and being the first $1,000 sex siren winner in the Kiki scene. Londolly was the host for the evening and taught students how to Vogue, as well as the history of ball culture and Vogue performances. What are we all talking about? Look at that big smile on your face. Look at that big smile on your face.
Ballroom is in the little small ass town in Pennsylvania, and I'm happy for it. We're talking about the Kiki scene. So there's two scenes. There's the main scene and the Kiki scene.
Okay, yeah, and I was gonna ask you about that because I watched Legendary, right? And I remember like back in, I moved to Florida in 93, 94, and I wasn't even old enough to be in the club, right? But I hung out, I was automatically attracted to gay boys, and they took me under their wing, and they had a house, and they were like, "You're walking face, go!" And I had no idea what was going on, and that was it. Warsaw Ballroom, my first ball, my first ball scene event, and I loved it to pieces. Now, fast forward.
So you would be an icon right now.
If I stayed in it. I was just blessed to be a part of it at that time. Now, fast forward to now, and when I see Legendary and when I read articles about it and the ballroom coming back and teaching others about the importance, the history, all of that. Now, what is a Kiki house, though?
A Kiki house is a house that's not a part of the main scene. So I'm in Gorgeous Gucci. That's and that was on Legendary with Jarrell and Leonie. So we have the main scene, so that's main ballroom, what everybody knows, and then you have the Kiki scene. It's like a playful scene that doesn't take it as seriously. Okay. So they also have their legends, their icons, and they do stuff like this.
Are their categories different?
No, all of their everything is patterned after ballroom because you kind of just stream yourself into main ballroom,
and you're still respecting.
Yes,
you're still respecting the foundation of ballroom by doing that, but it's not. Like if it would be main ballroom, it would be like, no, that arm was not as slick, that wasn't as tight, blah, blah, blah. You can have more fun with a Kiki house. Got it. Got it. So I mean, I love that they're doing this. I mean, again, Stroudsburg is a small town. You know, I'd love for them to go to that other town, to go to Mobile or something, right? Yeah, like you should go there. You know, you know, the importance of the houses in the ballroom. When I think of the ballroom scene, I think of the houses. And when I think of the houses, I think of being a small, queer, brown girl, not knowing where to go, and automatically having these gay boys that are older than me take me under their wing and go, this is how the gay community is down here in South Florida. You know, and without that, I wouldn't be sitting here today.
Sort of a tribe. I always say, think of it like a sorority or fraternity. Like you join a sorority or fraternity, and when you get in there, it becomes a brotherhood, a sisterhood, you know, and you guys vibe and have that same energy. And then you go out and you compete it with other fraternities and sororities, and it's fun. It's fun.
I got that. And it looks incredibly fun. And I think that there's such a passion to it because you are competing with your family. You know what I mean? Like for many of us, like you're blessed that you had your grandmothers and stuff like that. For many of us, we're shunned by our family. Our family wants nothing to do with us once we say that we're gay. And we're like, wow, I'm never going to have a family again. Then all of a sudden, a house comes along and says, no, bitch, you got us.
Yep. That was my story.
You know,
that was my story. My mom disowned me when I was 18, 19. And I have my father's side, and my mom and I's relationship is now, But I came out of Jehovah's Witness.
What?
Yeah, my mom took us and we became Jehovah's Witness, and it's a whole thing. But when I entered the gay life, the first thing was ballroom because they were like, your face, your mug is sitting, and I was like, what are these crazy people? They were like, they're just gonna love you, and I was like, what is it? But it became fun. I got into it. I left ballroom for 10 years, and then I came back when I got older, more mature, and so I can mentor and all that stuff. So now I walk sex siren.
And I could see, and now you mentor others, you know, because those young queers coming behind us with all these attacks and all this crap, and you know, thinking you already think you're not good enough, and then you turn on the TV and you see all these crazy, you know, bills being sent our way, and don't say gay and all this bullshit, and
politicians saying all kind of crazy,
kinds of craziness, and then we feel even more less than, and that's why these houses are so important.
Yep. Yeah, yeah.
Finally, nothing says Halloween like when old dead stores start to rise from the grave and become spirit Halloween stores. You know the ones, the old Toys R Us that now is a spirit. You know what I'm talking about. Hordes of shopping zombies descend on these former Pier 1s and Office Max locations to get cheap, easy costumes last minute. Recently, people online have had fun using Photoshop to create goofy parody costumes. One popular one that went viral recently was a costume package simply labeled Gay Guy. It had a fairly generic looking guy wearing a tank top, baggy jeans with a rainbow flag over his shoulders. As it spread across Twitter, the official Spirit Halloween account had to repeatedly tell people that this wasn't a real costume. What are we all talking about? I posted this.
I'm screaming on the inside.
I posted
right
this
now.
before I knew it was fake.
Screaming on the inside.
Why are you screaming?
This is hilarious. A gay guy.
Did
But isn't a fairy like a gay guy costume now?
It depends on who you ask, and people would be upset if it was labeled that way.
Really?
Yeah.
We're gonna see a bunch of them tonight.
Probably. I mean, you're absolutely right. We're also going to see some Dahmers because we ain't got no sense. Okay, you know somebody's going to dress up like Dahmer. Like
Please don't do that.
But you watch tonight when we're out. Watch, you're going to be like, I'm like, yep. You know, I mean, you know, we got no tax sometimes, but
none.
But you know, but I thought this costume was real, right? When I saw it, when I saw the post of
I
it,
thought it was real.
and yeah, because you know all that Photoshop shit gets over my head. I'm not that techie, right? So I automatically was like, oh my god, look at this. So I posted it on my feed, and I said, you know, is this us being seen, or is this us being made fun of? You know, and people had all kinds of opinions on it, you know. And I should have known it was fake though, because I mean, if you're gonna package a gay boy, you need more than just a gay flag and a tank top, you know. And I was like, he looked more like a twink than a gay guy. And if you,
I find this so funny. I find it so funny. I find it hilarious.
can you imagine that kid in Mobile, Alabama, saying, "I want to dress like a gay boy. I'm gonna go get this costume." I think there would be more to it if it was real, you know.
Yeah, I think it would be. I think it would be a lot more thought out, especially. I mean, gay people. You know how we are.
Yeah.
We have to be extravagant.
We have to be over the top.
We have to be over the top.
Yeah, I don't think
We have to.
that spirit is that they're going to be able to find a costume that would totally encompass a gay boy,
man.
and that it would be $29.99.
I mean,
There's just
literally,
no way.
we are like a plethora of.
A plethora.
A plethora.
Yeah, no, you really are.
You get a smorgasbord of
Yeah.
gayness.
No,
when
you gay boys are exhausted.
Yeah, we are. No.
All
we
right.
are.
The FayWhat show is part of one of the largest LGBTQ plus media companies in America. And Hotspots magazine has been documenting the LGBTQ plus experience for 36 years. And Happening Out Television Network has been bringing you daily LGBTQ plus news, talk shows, and more for 4 years. In the same model of PBS and NPR, we are a nonprofit 501c3 organization whose mission is to educate and serve the LGBTQ plus community. And educating the LGBTQ plus community in Florida about what's going on in the area isn't always easy. Florida's presidential candidate Ron DeSantis calls it "Don't Say Gay." Fox News and Tucker Carlson, they call it the secret gay agenda. We don't care what they think, so we're gonna take them both back. Let's play with our great South Florida events in our own, the gay agenda. First, everyone loves hot guys. I love hot guys. You love hot guys, right? And everyone knows about the Magic Mike movie starring Channing Tatum. Well, for the next 6 months, you can see the moves from the movies with guys from around the world as Magic Mike Live takes over Key Biscayne in a special venue exclusively for their show. It's a perfect show for the ladies who want to celebrate, but unlike many male strip clubs, guess what? The guys are also welcomed. You might even see Channing Tatum himself, as he's announced that he will be filming much of Magic Mike 3 at the show. Go to happeningout.com and select the gay agenda and search Mike for more. What do we love about this, Jamal?
Channing Tatum.
Oh, he is a hottie. I thought he was taller. I interviewed him once and I thought he was taller, but he's tall enough. You know, I'm also like an Amazon 6 feet tall, so I mean, it's a lot
It's
going
the
on.
moves.
Yeah.
It's the moves.
It's the moves.
Yeah. And I'm really happy that the Magic Mike whole production is coming down here.
They're
And
already
that is-
here.
Oh, they're already here.
They're already here. They've been here for a couple of weeks. My bestie
Oh.
Michelle, hi Michelle, she went last week and she sent me videos and pictures, Jamal. It's hysterical. I mean, there's a bunch of sweaty men on these
Yeah.
women, and the women are loving every second of
Yes,
it.
Let
Like,
them live.
let them live.
Let them live.
And you can tell that these are housewives that, like, you know, maybe haven't gone out for a while. Pandemic gave them a couple extra LBs. You know, they're not feeling their best. Well, this show is making them feel damn good. Now, my first thought when this show was coming down here was like, I'd love to go to this, right? I respect and admire the male body. I mean, look at this gorgeousness sitting next to me right now, right? I might even want to lick it. I don't want to have sex with it, but I'll probably lick it, right? But I go everywhere. I don't go anywhere without my gay boys. So like, how would I go to this thing and then have me in the back or something because, you know, we're I'm with males, you know what I mean? And so this show actually says that they're all inclusive, that they're all inviting. One of the people who put it together was actually on one of our other shows on Queer News Tonight, saying that it's all about inclusivity and welcoming everyone, and that, you know, it's get your tickets. You're not going to be put in the back at all.
I
So
love it.
yeah.
And Magic Mike is a franchise that's really queer friendly. And Channing Tatum is also a very queer, isn't he an ally? He's an ally.
He's definitely an ally, and he makes like remarks, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Side voice, what has he said? Has he said something about being queer or liking boys or what?
Homo flexible.
Okay.
Ah, yeah. I mean, that I think, I mean, I want that, right?
My body is.
Didn't that just tickle you like all over? Right? Did you notice that,
Like,
folks?
all
Right? And he
over.
was like, oh, he's homo flexible. Titty. Like, yeah. Oh,
Just let it flow through me.
I like
Let that-
him.
Yeah, I do.
I like him. I mean, you know, I saw Magic Mike 1. Did you see it?
I
you see
did.
the movie?
I'm a fanatic.
Oh,
for
did you?
Magic.
So you saw 2 then? You
Oh,
saw?
yes.
Oh, because I didn't
I
see
love
2.
it. Oh, I
I
love it.
did like 10 minutes of 2, and I was like, so the fact that there's a Magic Mike 3, I
just
hope
like
that it's
watching
coming
him.
with it.
Really, he is my.
So basically, you're watching this shit on mute. You don't even know the story.
I don't even care.
Look out for Magic Mike 3. It's going to be #1 in the box office because all the gay boys are just going to watch it with like earphones on, like doing something else. That's probably what's going to, I just gave you another idea. I just gave him another idea. All right. Next, the fight against HIV is still ongoing, and South Florida is ground zero in that fight. If you think that it's over, my God, you are delusional. That's why this weekend, the Broward MSM Advisory Group, in partnership with the Florida Health Department, Pride Lines, Gilead, and Compass Community Center, are presenting the South Florida Men's Wellness Conference. The event is Friday and Saturday and offers both virtual and in-person events for healthcare providers and community members to learn about resources, vaccines, PrEP options, and more for the MSM community in regards to HIV and other sexual health issues. Go to happeningout.com, select the gay agenda, and search health for more. What do we love about this?
We love everything about this.
Everything.
This
about
is
this.
all about my platform.
This is also your background as
This
well,
is my
HIV
background,
AIDS.
HIV. I'm 17 years thriver of HIV.
What? Dude, your story keeps on getting better and better.
And also, hell, I just went to the doctor last week, you know, for my regular checkup. So this is very pertinent information, especially after a pandemic.
Hell yeah.
When we're talking about sexual health, wellness and sexual health.
Yeah.
Get checked out for everything,
Get
not
checked out
just
for everything.
HIV that, you know, many people just worry about, but everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Well, and let's go back to HIV real quick. You know, it's like folks get PrEP. Folks now, you know, they've come out with something that you can get like a shot a month or something like that, or a shot on each butt cheeks, and you don't have to come back in 2 months, stuff like that. You know, HIV and AIDS is still prevalent, you know, and you can live with HIV for 17 years, but it can still affect your lungs. You can still get all forms of cancer, all kinds of different other cancers. So people are like, we're thriving with HIV AIDS. We'll find a cure soon, blah, blah, blah. But do you think that people are still being too risky?
I think that people are not like, they're not aware. I think they're not aware of their own sexual wellness. I think that there's a lack thereof because of all of these extra things that we can turn to, like PrEP and getting your shot in your ass, like you just said. And I think that what people do is they become risky because they have these things to turn to. But I also believe in sex positivity. You know, get it how you get it.
Get it how you get it, boo.
But every 3 to 4 months, if you are sexually active, please go get your shit checked.
No, yes. And, you know, and especially Black and brown folks, man. Come on, that stigma. I get it. You know, this is not 15 years ago when you would go to a medical practitioner and they wouldn't know shit about LGBTQ, or they wouldn't be, you know, prepared for that. Now there's organizations and wellness groups and centers that you can go to that are just LGBTQ+.
And entire events.
And entire
events.
weekends where you can
Educate
find out for
yourself.
yourselves and educate. Education is so key.
Educate.
You know, they want us us to be uneducated.
Yeah.
These folks throwing all this hate at us, they want us to be stupid. They want us to not know our rights or you know, how to be better, how not to get sick and die.
Exactly. Exactly.
And this is how you do it, by events like this.
Yeah.
You know, and this is in person or virtual. So if you're shy, then go virtually.
Yeah. And learn, educate yourself. That is my whole platform, is educate yourself, research, because truthfully speaking, I think there's a cure out there already. But also, you can live a healthy, viable life, and you can be sexually active, but you just have to do it in a smart way.
Smart way. And that's it. That's the key word right there. Be smart about it. We're so
smart.
smart in our community for some shit and really dumb for other stuff.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
I never get it. I never get it. Like, you really want
Right?
to be ignorant?
You know, exactly. Like, oh, you know everything about this, but you're not going to go vote. Really? You don't even know everything about this, but you're going to go have unsafe sex.
Right.
Like, how is that even
Exactly.
possible? So make sure that you go check this out. And you know, Jameer Baptiste, he's one of my good friends, and he's always heading this. He headed it last year, and they had incredible speakers. They had incredible Black and brown speakers. This is the way to get ahead, folks. The last, you know, all those plans that you've got for the future, all that shit will be gone if you ain't healthy.
Health is wealth. Health is wealth.
Health is wealth,
Health
right?
is wealth.
Because you can have, I mean, I wish I had $1 million, but you can have $1 million and be sick and you can't even use it
You
or
can't
enjoy
do
it.
anything. Yeah. Like, think about a lot of wealthy people who are suicidal, who are unhealthy, who are just in the mire because, you know, they're not living a healthy, thriving life. You know, health is wealth.
Anthony Bourdain. Do you know who Anthony Bourdain is?
Yeah.
Anthony Bourdain was one of my favorite TV guys. He was just real and raw, and you could just tell that, like, he knew his stuff about food. He interacted with people in his way because he was kind of standoffish and dicky about stuff, but you appreciated that he was himself, right? In a weird way, because it's like we're always striving to be authentic, and he just was who he was. So he got paid millions of dollars to travel the world and go to all these places that you and I might never go to, right? And experience culture, experience food. And again, I'm going to say it a second time, get paid a lot for it. And he wasn't happy.
No.
And he abused drugs and alcohol. And he ended up committing suicide.
Mental health.
Mental health.
So we're coming all back to health is wealth.
Health is wealth. I
Health
love
is
that.
wealth.
Health is wealth.
Health is
Hashtag health is wealth. Next, this Wednesday is the first Wednesday of the month, and that means that it's time for another Pride skate night. Get those skates on, the quads, okay? Because you know you can't use the other ones because they hurt your feet. Anyway, so the event runs from 7 to 10 p.m. and features music by DJ T-Pro Mix, as well as special drag performances. Proceeds from Pride Skate Night go to support Stonewall Pride Wilson Manors, and with a full bar available, it's a fun way to spend your hump day with your friends. If skating isn't your thing, Extreme Action Park also has everything from go-karts to rock climbing and a trampoline park as well. So go to happeningout.com, select the gay agenda, and search skate for more. What do we love about this?
We love everything.
Have you been?
Yes.
I have too.
Yeah.
I have
But
too.
I never make it now because I always forget that it's the first Wednesday
Yes.
of every month.
Yes. So
I always forget.
Yes. So put it on your calendar. It's this Wednesday, so it's in 2 days. Go to it, and it's a lot of fun. Like, and it brings you back, you know, to being a kid and just like, you know, falling down and stuff like that.
And trying to remember my calf muscles and it's all in the ankles and the calves.
Listen, and I have a friend who just refuses to use the quads. She wants to use the inline.
The inline.
Right,
Yeah.
the rollerblades, right? And she just will. Anyway, I will trip over her things because they're like skis. They're huge. And I'm
I
like,
love inline.
oh,
I'm an inline person.
got it.
Yeah.
Got it. So would you use inline at Pride Skate instead of their quads?
Do they allow you to use
I think they
inline
do.
on
Yeah,
the-
I think you
'cause,
can bring your own stuff.
Certain ones, they don't allow you to use it on the floor.
Oh, well, maybe they don't. I don't know.
I don't
So
know.
maybe you should check if you're going to bring your inline. But you know what? Don't bring them. Use their quads. It's a lot more fun. They always have incredible drag performances. Bubble and Noor always bringing down the house there, and it's always like just awesome.
Yeah.
You know, and it's, you know, again, be careful with the alcohol
Yeah.
and the skates, because I've seen people
Yeah.
go in there and they're like backwards and they're frontwards and they're kicking up their legs and they're like,
But isn't that
"Woo!"
the fun of it, to watch people fall down?
As somebody who doesn't drink, yes. Because through the night, like you start off all at the same place. We're all at the same place in the printout. But then give me like an hour and a half and 3 drinks in, it's all different.
Because I don't drink either, but I still fall too. And
I'm clumsy as hell. I don't know if it's the titties, but I fall forward constantly. Like, I don't need skates to fall. That's the thing. And I'm always in heels. Like, I don't understand how I'm so clumsy. Mind you, If I put on sneakers, I trip in sneakers, but I can walk fine in heels. It's my truth, folks. Right? That's why we're friends.
Gay lean forward. So there you go. Lesbian lean forward.
Lesbian lean forward.
So that's why.
Or maybe I should lean back and then heel toe. I don't know. I'll practice. Next, on Saturday, Safe Schools South Florida is holding their Kaleidoscope fundraiser after a 3-year hiatus, folks. There's going to be great food, entertainment, and a few more surprises. The event will be held at Art Serve in Fort Lauderdale and will honor H. Richard Quadracki, Florida Senator Chevron Jones, who we love also, and Norm Kent, who is also an incredible soul. There will also be a silent auction with amazing items for you to bid on. So go to happeningout.com, select the gay agenda, and search Safe Schools for more. What do we love about this?
We love everything about this, especially safe schools. I mean, that's
schools.
where we're really on the edge right now in Florida with education and schools.
Banning books,
banning,
not allowing teachers to help children that are trying to come out or having to out them. I mean, these poor children, Jamal. Like I pray for them every night. I pray
for the parents, because right now it's the parents' responsibility to create safe and healthy environments for kids at this point. So yeah, I pray for the parents.
That's true.
And because I don't trust our school systems to even give healthy dialogue on.
Yeah, or anything. Even protect our children.
No.
I mean, on all different levels, I don't trust schools right now for what they're doing with. And Safe Schools, that's their main purpose.
Right.
Is to speak for these kids. During Don't Say Gay, when Don't Say Gay first came up, that bill, they were doing rallies, they were getting out, out there, but which, by the way, midterm elections are coming. Please vote on the local level.
Next Tuesday.
On the local level is so important, and then if you don't vote, don't bitch about it.
Right.
Please don't,
I say the same thing. If you didn't vote, don't bitch.
Because you don't get the right to. Mm-hmm. You don't get the right to bitch. You know who gets to bitch? Me. For screaming constantly and telling you folks to remember to vote.
Getting on the show.
It's so important.
Media platforms, social platforms.
It's so important. It's so important. You got to get that picture of you with the I voted picture on social media. Like that. Anyway, so I'm definitely going to go check out this gala. I love Safe Schools. I love Scott. I love Francesca D'Amore. She is a really good friend of mine. We're just hanging out. Chevron is incredible.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know when he sleeps. You know what I mean? Like
when you take on these types of positions, you already prepare yourself that.
No, you're right.
But I do pray that you are getting enough rest as a spiritualist, because rest and hydration is important.
Yeah. Well, let's take a moment and send some energy to Chevron Jones.
Ooh.
Sent.
And I got my crystals.
And you got
everything.
The crystals. So that
and
was
it's Halloween.
So that was potent.
It's Halloween.
So that was potent.
That was
right?
some witchy stuff.
He's gonna feel that.
Lady Luck. You got the witch.
Right.
Boom.
He probably was like, wherever he's at, he just got struck with like a lightning bolt. That was us. Don't worry. You're good. Don't worry. Finally, when South Florida is looking to get lit, they know the place to go. Well, Lit Bar. On Thursdays, Lit Bar and the incomparable and the beautiful and the talented and the wonderful Miss Daisy Dead Petals. She presents Bingo Bitch with prizes by Adult Supply Home Delivery Service, Bedroom Box, and special $3 Pink Whitney shots. It's always a great time. If you've never been, Daisy will perform, and she was once the host of Deco Drive and on local TV, and has won SFGN's Drag Queen of the Year like 100 million times. She's one of South Florida's original drag stars, and her raunchy style will have you laughing your ass off. Go to happeningout.com, select the gay agenda, and search Bingo for more. What do we love about this?
Daisy Dead Petals.
Yeah.
Daisy Dead Petals is like the first drag queen I've ever seen.
Really?
Besides RuPaul, but Daisy Dead Petals, because of Deco Drive.
Yes.
And growing up, I was like, who is this lady?
Right?
And yeah, she's amazing.
And she is amazing. And I hate her. Let me explain to you why I hate her, because like that bitch don't get old. You understand? Like she doesn't
age.
No, she hasn't aged.
And
that's what I'm trying to say. So like it's weird to call her iconic and to say she's one of the first, right? Because here we are in 2022, and I think it was like 2001 or something like that, where there was this club in downtown Fort Lauderdale called Voodoo Lounge, and she would host Life's a Drag on Sunday nights, and it was the only drag show in South Florida. And so I was working in local radio at the time, so I would help host on occasion, and that's how I met Daisy. That's 20 years ago, okay? I look like this. This is a lot of Botox, bitches. And she looks incredible. And she reinvents herself all the time with whatever's going on. Her show is not boring. It's not corny. Whatever you see, whatever you saw 20 years ago is not what you see today.
Yeah, she's a South Florida landmark.
Yeah, she's probably been sat on quite a few times.
Yeah.
And visited many times.
She would appreciate that. She would appreciate that.
We love you, Daisy D. Love you. Well, that's what we will all be talking about this week and the events that we want to attend. So, Jamal, what are you going to be doing what are we doing today? You're going to go to Wicked Manners. We're going to Wicked Manners.
We're going to Wicked Manners.
And we're going to see all the incredible costumes out there. We're going to make fun of some people, and have a great time doing it.
I'm just going to be half naked.
Isn't that what you're doing? But you're completely naked now. So you're putting on something to go?
No, I'm going to get in the shower and then go from your bed.
Oh, okay. I mean, I like it. So people will be like, you smell like FayWhat's bed.
Yeah.
And then you'll know what
you should come.
You should join us. I know you guys are going to be there for sure. Make sure that you follow Jamal on all social media, please, because he is just incredible. And I have a feeling that you're going to be seeing a lot more of him. So I got to thank Jamal for getting up early for the FayWhat show. And remember, like I said, follow him on Instagram at Porcelain, okay? And that's Porcelain, Porc3, Lain. It's on your screens right now. I know how hard it is for you in the morning because gay boys sleep late. Thank you, Jamal. I love you. Mwah. So did you know that Happening Out Television Network studios are located at Sunshine Cathedral Square? That also houses Sunshine Cathedral, the world's largest queer church located in Fort Lauderdale. We broadcast their Sunday service every week to more than 30,000 at 10:30 a.m.
I'm Glenn Weinzimmer, founder of the Smart Ride, second largest AIDS bicycle ride in the country, and Sunshine Cathedral is my queer church.
At the FayWhat show, we want to introduce you to interesting people that are important to our LGBTQ plus community. I'm super excited about my next guest. And he's in bed with me. So let me tell you a little bit, all right? An androgynous male who also goes by Priince Triila, the drag entertainer born and raised in Fort Lauderdale, baby, local, and whose goal is to spread love and positivity through the art of drag. Welcome to the FayWhat show and FayWhat's bed, Priince Triila.
Hi.
How are you, honey?
I'm so good. How about yourself?
Good.
Darling?
Thank you so much for getting in bed with us. And Luna's probably going to be sucking on your makeup because that's what she does.
I love it, baby.
Yeah.
How are you?
No, you won't. Priince Triila. So, Priince Triila, how should I, what, my pronouns are she, her, hers. How would you like for me to address you pronoun-wise?
So I'm non-binary, so, but I still go by he, him, they, them.
Okay.
Because I still have a other side that's not in drag as well, so definitely. Oh, hi, baby.
Yeah, she's the main star of the show.
She's the
We're
main
just there,
star.
kind of just
Yes, and she is
giving
just
her
ready
space,
for today.
right?
Yes.
Well, happy Halloween.
Happy
also.
Halloween.
Yeah, and Luna is so ready to go to Wicked Manor. She's ready.
Oh, girl,
She's
I'm
ready.
right with you, honey.
So Priince Triila, is drag, so drag for you is a job, right?
Yes, drag is definitely a job for me.
Or your career, or both, or explain.
I would definitely say both. Definitely both. Drag is definitely a career, also a job as well, because not only do I do stuff like for my career as far as music and stuff, but also I do work at Hamburger Mary's as a drag entertainer and hostess as well.
Awesome. You do a lot. And how many years have you been doing drag now?
1 year.
That's it?
Last month actually made a 1 year. Yes, so now 1 year and 1 month.
I am
yes.
so proud of you.
Thank you.
I'm so beyond proud of you. Are you surprised by how welcoming the community has been? I know there's always haters. We've always got those three that we would want to kick to the curb, and have them go hang out with Tucker Carlson. But you know, there's mad love for you in our community, and
Thank
it's
you,
been a
thank
year.
you. It's been a year, and it's just so sometimes I even like surprise myself
Mm.
and like going out and the love that I receive. It's like so inspiring, definitely, because I wouldn't even think like I would be in the situation that I am. And thanks to my friend Smith for believing in me and was like, "You
Oh.
need to go out and you need to do this." And I'm like, "Okay, I'm gonna do it." And slowly but surely, she literally went and manifested my entire
Oh my
drag
God,
career.
we're gonna talk more about Smith in
Yeah.
a bit. I got a question about her for you later on. You know, my bro Tony had told me like 6, 7 months ago, you gotta see Priince Triila, you gotta see the performance. It's like off the hook. Whenever she's performing somewhere, we have to go. And I was like, okay, cool. Then the Flock Fest Pride Fort Lauderdale pool party came
Yes.
around.
Yes.
And you were the performer, and I was like, Tony, she's a performer. We gotta go, right? And so we went, and you blew me away. I mean, you were in the pool, folks. I think there's a video of it on my social media. Go check it out. So Priince Triila like finishes her set in the pool with boots to up here, but doesn't miss a beat. Like you are soaking wet and you're still dancing, and like you had that party going nuts. And it was 6 months into your career, right?
Yeah, about 6 months around that time. It's about 6 months in my career. Yeah, like oh,
And
thanks
how
to
did
Kevin.
that come about? Oh, Kevin. Kevin is
Kevin
is a
is
friend of the show. I
amazing.
love you, Mr. Clevenger, you weirdo. I
Yes.
love you to pieces.
Kevin,
How
you're
did that come
amazing.
about? Because he's been in this community for decades. You know,
Yes.
he doesn't just go, oh, you're new, come on over. Like, so what was it about you that captivated? I know what about you captivated me, but
Yes.
to the point where he's like, nope, we're using Priince Triila. That's it. You know, what happened? How'd that happen?
So it's so crazy because my friend Eddie, we all went to Hunters, and Hunters Friday night had like the $2 drinks, and we was like,
I love
yeah,
Hunters.
that was a thing. Like I love Hunters so much. So once we went, Kevin actually came up to the table, and Eddie was like, "Oh, Kevin, hi, this is my friend Priince Triila." And at that time, I was on the second round of my business cards.
Okay.
Like Smith, she tells me all the time, you know, you have to go ahead and do PR. PR is the thing.
Yeah.
So I got my business cards and I said, "Hey, here goes one of my business cards." He was like, "Oh my God." And like, I believe like not even 24 hours, he emailed me and was like, "Hey, I have a gig, celebrity lip sync battle." And I was like, "Oh my God, I do Grace Jones." He was like, "It's 80s." And ever since then, every time I see him or he books me for an event, he always tells me, "That day I met you at Hunters was the day I fell in love." And I was like, "Really?" And that really put a stamp on that.
I can do
Wow,
this,
I can do
right?
this. I really
Yeah.
can do this.
Especially
And
with, I mean, we have a lot of drag performers down here in South Florida.
yes,
We're blessed to have
we
a
are
lot of
very blessed to have
entertainment
a lot of
and
entertainment.
some incredible ones. Not some so not incredible, but some incredible
Yes,
people.
yes.
And you know, you were brought to that top of the list real quick. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen usually, Priince Triila. You know, you are blessed.
Thank you.
How do you feel like, okay, you know, now at this point, drag entertainers, some are women living the trans experience, others are men like you that are drag entertainers.
Yes.
Is there a line between you? Is there like a, you know, is there like a question kind of thing that happens? Like, is there any kind of animosity or weirdness between a drag star that is a trans woman and one that is not?
So the thing about it is that the difference between that, even with I get a lot of people who always ask like, "Oh, are you transitioning? Are you trans woman?" I'm like, "No, I'm just a drag queen." And it kind of makes it feel like, wow, so do they think that trans women are drag queens? Because just because, you know, some drag queens we are gorgeous and we really like give the female energy and we give the female the feminization, and that doesn't mean that
Boy, you guys look like fish. Okay,
right.
you're fish.
So it's like being that way, like it's where is the difference? Like, how can, and I'm so happy that I tell everyone all the time, like, I'm Robert outside of drag. I want to enjoy, I'm Robert. Priince Triila is just my career. That is my job. That is the little man that lives within me, the little androgynous male, female, whatever. And sometimes when I can just go and enjoy myself as Robert, because even like when I go out and I'm like, okay, I'm not booked or whatever like that. And so I go out and I look at my calls, I'm like, Priince Triila has every fucking thing. Shit, Robert has nothing. Like, damn. So I'm looking, I'm at the pieces together, and I'm like, oh my God. So sometimes that takes account, like, okay, I'm gonna go to the mall and I'm gonna focus on Robert today. I'm gonna go ahead and, you know, focus on Robert, because sometimes we kind of lose ourselves in our career a lot. And having that difference, you know, I'm happy I can do that. And who's ever watching, who's ever looking, like, it's okay.
It's okay.
It is okay. We, you know, we love our trans community. We love and everything, because, you know, we're all entertainers. We're all amazing, and we're loving, and we're here for a purpose, you know?
Yeah.
So
and you're
that's
shining
the thing.
so bright, Priince Triila. Like, you
you.
really are. I don't mean to, like, you know, soup up your turban, but I'm just saying, like, it's just, I'm just blown away by just a short amount of time. Like, when I put the question, like, how long you've been doing drag, I thought you would say, oh, 2 years or a couple of years, which is still phenomenal. You know what I mean? But it's been a year, you know? Were you in the lip sync competition?
So the one that was at Hunters for the celebrity, yes, I was in that one. And I went as Grace Jones.
Oh man, I remember
So,
now. Yes, I love
I went
that.
as Grace Jones, and Grace Jones is amazing.
Grace Jones is amazing, but you got to put her in a bubble. Like, people are dropping like flies. We got to make sure to take care
We
of our
gotta
celebrities,
take care of
man.
her. We have to maybe get a whole wax, but save her, like, or something. We can't lose her.
I know we can't, but she looks
can't.
phenomenal.
She looks
still.
phenomenal.
I mean, she's like 103, and she looks beautiful.
And she looks beautiful. She just did the song with Beyonce on her album Renaissance.
Yes.
So that right there, to see her still, you know, being her androgynous self, but still having the music. I love it.
Let's talk about the music. Congratulations on you've been, like, as soon as you let out that your song was going to be on Spotify and on all major platforms, people started going out there and just going, this is the same entertainer that we see at these events. And people were blown away. But, like, so which one do you love more? Like, that's got to be hard.
It has to be, I would say it is kind of hard, because I love entertaining.
Yeah.
I love dancing, and I love, you know, entertaining the crowd, but also music. You know, I studied opera for 12 years. A lot of people don't know that.
Wow, okay.
As well, I went to New World School of the Arts in Miami.
Nice.
So that was my first passion, and I was like, I want to rap. So now I have the platform where I can incorporate.
Yes, you can.
And it's great. It's great, definitely. I've been doing that for a while now, and so it's a really good experience to finally get, you know, the recognition, so I can piece all of the things of who Priince Triila really is, all into one thing. You know,
I love that, and I love that you're also incorporating your music to your entertainment now as Priince Triila. Also, that I don't know if that's a Smith idea, but I love it. That's a great. It's just fantastic. I was telling you when you walked into the studio that you've lost some weight, so you're adding, you must be, you know, all these flips and turns and stuff.
my
And at the
God,
beginning, she was just like turning around like, woohoo, Wonder Woman. Now this bitch is like, you know, somersaults into the pool backwards, right? Like, you know, you're going to break something. Right?
That's why I try. My mom always says, stay hydrated, drink water, because honey, the bones can break.
Gymnastics background? Anything?
No, not at all.
Wow.
I just cheered for 2 years in high school, my junior year and my senior year.
Did you tell Kevin that? Because he was a cheerleader for like a million years. That's probably what he saw in you also.
Oh my God. I don't know.
Kevin Clevenger is all about some cheering.
Yes.
You know, like if you tell him, he'll be like, throw me up in the air, throw me up in the air. And you tell him no. So I love that. Yes. I love that. So let's talk about your social media. I love how your social media is very active. Make sure that you follow on Priince Triila on all social media platforms. I love how open and honest you are on your Facebook. Okay, we're friends on Facebook. And what will make you unfriend somebody? Unfollow some bitch, you know.
Oh, what will make me unfollow somebody? Definitely just ignorance.
But that's hard, honey. Like, everybody's stupid. I mean, not everybody's stupid, but you know what I mean? A lot of our friends, sometimes we're like, oh, we'll just deal with his dumbness today. You know what I mean?
Right,
like,
right.
You know, so for some, ignorance is bliss. There's people that just don't want to get educated and just
that is so true.
And that also, like, kind of pisses you off. I can tell on social media.
Oh my God. Like, I hate the bullying. I know that I'm a newer queen as well, but let the newer queens have a chance, have a voice, because some of them are coming in and outshining, you know, a lot of other queens, and I'm not here to put down anybody, you know, because those other queens, like, they uplift me. And a lot of those
standing on their shoulders, right?
Yes, like, but they really, like, you know, gave me drag, most of them and stuff, and like started me off. So I'm so thankful for that. But I'm like, give the queens a chance. Sometimes lend a hand. And I say that if you think she went out looking a mess on stage, you should bring her back and say, hey girl, I have some things that I have because you did it for me. So I always say like the ignorance and the bullying, that will get you blocked.
There's no
really quick.
and there's no need for it in our community. You know what I mean? I've noticed that when you're good to somebody or you're nice to somebody, I'll be walking down the street and a girl, guy, whatever, has their ticket out of their shirt, right? I will go up and go, hey, excuse me, may I touch you real quick? Because you always gotta ask permission, right? Because these days you gotta ask permission.
You gotta ask permission.
And then it's like, listen, I'm just gonna put your tag in, And I will tell you how many times somebody will go, wow, thank you so much for that. Or their zipper's down. Can I help you with your zipper up? I get dressed by myself. I know what that's like, where the zipper is only up to here because you can't get it up by yourself. You're supposed to help each other, and it's like a lot of people seem to like throw the pearls down the stairs and hope that you fall. You know what I mean?
And that's the thing. It's like, why be so hateful? We already go through so much stuff as a community as it is. Like, come on now.
Yeah, no, it's so true. Why have you competed for any crowns this year?
So, 2 weeks ago, I competed for MX Mary's at Hamburger Mary's.
Awesome.
And
was that the first time that they did that?
That was the first time they did that.
Okay.
Yes. So
I love Jasmine. I'm in love with her, like literally in love with her.
Oh my God.
Beard, no beard, when her makeup is flawless,
yes.
Flawless. And she looks exactly the same she did 10 years ago. I don't get it. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it.
She's another one that's not aging.
Right? Like, I need to use that olive olay because it's like everybody else is staying younger. They're doing Benjamin Button, and my ass is getting more wrinkles than I don't know what. Right. Anyways, sorry. So you went there 2 weeks ago, and how did that go?
Oh, that went amazing. Like, MX, I love, like, they gave an opportunity. Like, Jasmine literally gave an opportunity for the queens also the male entertainers that don't feel like they belong and that don't feel like they have to do this, they have to do that. And hey, I'm a drag queen that is named Priince Triila. So it's like that already should tell you right there, like, I'm just here to have fun and I'm just here to inspire whoever I can with my art. And I know each and every person is doing the same, and that's why Jasmine, she brought the MX pageant, because it's not whether you're male or you go as a female or you go as a drag queen or you go as a male entertainer or a drag king, like whoever you are, and you want to let everybody know that and show them that, and that's what that platform was for. So that was amazing. Like, I had so much fun.
That is really good. And I know that she was asking for like audition tapes and stuff like that. What did you put on your audition tape?
So
How'd you do that?
Audition tape thing is actually for the Mary's Drag Race.
Oh, okay. Are you joining that?
So I'm thinking about it.
Okay.
I'm really thinking about it.
You heard it here first. She's joining.
Yeah.
No, we don't know. I don't know. Robert and Priince Triila have to talk about it, and then they'll decide if they're going to be a part of it. Yeah.
Even though I'm a Sagittarius, but there's a Gemini that lives
Me
in me.
too. I'm a Sagittarius.
You're a Sagittarius?
Too.
Oh my God.
December 19th.
It's the necklace.
Oh my God, I love it. What day?
December 1st.
December 19th.
Really?
Yeah,
also,
I love that.
Smith is a Sagittarius as well.
Oh my God, I love that.
Yes.
So Sagittarius, we're fire, we're crazy, we're fun, we're adventurous.
Yes.
Don't F with us.
Don't F with us. Okay?
You know what I mean? Don't come for us or our family or our pets because you end up with flat tires. I'll just tell you. No, am I lying?
You're not lying.
Okay.
You're not lying. We are lovable. We're lovable human beings, and misunderstood.
Misunderstood. So do you want to, are you a fan of Drag Race?
I am. I'm a huge fan of Drag Race. And it's crazy because working at Hamburger Mary's, like,
they all go there. Like all of them.
So just imagine me. I'm like, I don't care if I perform on the stage. I'm in the front as a host and I get to talk to my idol.
Right.
What?
Right.
Like, it's amazing. And the girls, like, they interact with us. We go out and have drinks.
Oh my
and
God, that's
like
awesome.
me, Mayhem, and Coco Lords, we went to Johnson's.
Oh my God.
So that was amazing. And Widow Von Du just came. She was amazing. Angina, she gave me a free palette.
What?
Yes.
What?
I'm like, oh my God. Like,
I love that.
Fangirling.
I love that. Well,
definitely.
I love you, Luna. Okay, wait, hold on. We have to make out.
Oh, in bed. She's
like that. And my wife doesn't get jealous or anything. All right.
Oh, because Luna's the boss.
All right, because Luna is the boss, actually. Johnson's. I love me some Johnson's. Do you go in drag?
So the crazy thing is I went to Johnson's for the first time in drag with Mayhem and Coco Lords, and they were out of drag. I went in drag and I was like, oh my God, I felt like a piece of tilapia. I felt like I was the last rice bowl on the sea, or like in the world. I just felt like I was just, and they were just.
Those boys were going crazy over you, weren't they?
Oh my God. They were telling me, oh, I'm into girls. I love girls. I wish I can sit here with you. I'm like, are you just trying to get tips out of me? But no, like, it's such a good time. Such a good time. The men there are.
Oh my God, no,
Thank
they
you,
are.
John.
They are. They
Thank
are.
you.
Folks, if you ever come to South Florida, you've got to hit Hamburger Mary's for sure. They've got drag shows all week long. And you got to go to Johnson's also. I've never seen bigger penis than Johnson's.
Me either.
Let's take a moment of silence for those penises. Incredible. Incredible.
Incredible.
Okay, I know the answer now that we've talked about it before, but I want you to tell me more about it. Who makes it happen for you? Who is your rock and why? Is it Smith?
Smith, definitely. Smith. Oh my God, Smith is like amazing. Like, that's why I came out with the business cards. That's why I came out in drag. And that's why a lot of things, like, she always, like, I don't know what it is. It's like my angel in disguise, I would say.
Is she a lesbian?
She's a lesbian. And so Smith will say something and I'll be like, okay, you really think so? And Smith will be like, yes, do it. And then I'm like, okay, and I do it and it just comes to pass and it just works. And I'm like, what? Like, how did you just manifest this? And it's just crazy. Like,
well, because,
what
you know,
she sees.
everybody knows that women are closer to God.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm constantly telling people, Priince Triila, I'm constantly telling folks that everybody needs to get their own lesbian. You know what I mean? We're underrated. We're a lot of fun.
Yes.
Everybody, you know, we're just like, you know, it's just one of those things. That's why it's like when I saw your relationship with Smith, I was like, wow, yeah, that's her bitch. That is someone who tells her, and, you know, and it's like, you trust what Smith says.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like, she will never lead you wrong.
Never.
And I love her transparency, where it's like, look, this is what's going on. This is the truth. I like this. I don't like that.
Yes.
You know, and there's too many fake people on this earth that want to tell you what they think you want to hear. And that's no use to me. It really isn't.
Amen to that.
You know?
It isn't at all. And so I'm just so thankful. Like, Smith is from New York. So she's like, I'm going to tell you how it is, cut and dry. Like, this is how it goes. But it works. And I think I needed structure in my life.
Yeah,
and Smith
that's what she's all
literally
about.
came in the perfect moment.
For sure.
Yes.
Are you in a relationship?
I'm not. I'm single.
What? Now, I know it's tough dating an entertainer. So is that why? Or is that a personal choice?
I
or
think
what?
it's a personal choice because I've been celibate for about a year and a half.
Okay.
So like,
And what brought that? Why?
I just really wanted to get back to myself. I'm really big on like spirituality, and I really feel like certain things, when you let certain people in, you're letting different spirits and different energy in as well. So you have to be careful of different things. And sometimes, like from a prior relationship, the trust factor as well. But you know, sometimes you just got to get back to you. And I didn't know, making that decision, now I have time to get back to me and
work on you and know where you're at.
Exactly, and know where I'm at. And then eventually I can be able to merge the two. And you know, that's Robert, he's just banging me in my head because Priince Triila's just always like, oh bitch, we're single. But Robert's like, I want a life too.
Yeah, right.
But you know, when that time comes, but right now I really am really focused on my career and focused on where I want to be and what I'm here to do, you know.
What's your guilty pleasure? What do you do when nobody's watching? When you're out of drag and you're just home with your cat?
Oh, that's a clutch pearl, Tommy. Oh my God. My guilty pleasure, I'm not gonna lie, I do watch porn. Definitely watch porn.
Wow, but isn't that like an oxymoron? You're celibate. Oh, but you can have self-love. That's fine. Oh yeah.
Yes.
So it doesn't matter. So it's still love. Yeah. I love porn.
I love porn.
I love porn.
Porn is amazing.
I think that's just such an incredible outlet that everybody, you know, like we have so many tense people also in our community.
Yes.
You know, people that walk around with like a stick up their butt, but not a good stick up their butt. You know what I mean?
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, coño. And it's like, I'll stop and go, that person is salty, they sour, they need some sex in their life.
Right.
They should maybe watch some porn. You know what I mean? Like, it's just it's a safe, right? Wonderful thing to do.
Safe, wonderful thing. And it opens your imagination. Like sometimes when you go through different porn and you watch it and you're like, I didn't know I was interested in this. I didn't know. So, hey, like, why not?
Have you ever thought about doing porn?
No.
Do you know anybody who's done porn?
I know a couple of people. Definitely, and it's crazy. Hey, Wilton Manors has a lot.
Yes, yes.
Has
Wait,
a
hold
lot.
on 1 second. Side voice. What is the name of the company? Something Scout.
Fab Scout,
So Fab Scout is like right up the street. And what's his name? Howard. What?
Howard, Andrew.
Yes. So my friend Howard Andrews is
Oh,
going
I
to be in
love
bed
him.
with me. He's coming in. He's going to be in bed with me in a couple of weeks, and he's hysterical. And he takes care of all his actors and there. And like
Wow.
when all the crap happened with monkeypox, he made sure that everybody was vaccinated. You
Oh, that's
know,
amazing.
he even
That's
opened
amazing.
up the storefront to other folks that couldn't find the vaccine. I mean, he's incredible. But again, they give a service, a very invaluable service. Porn is important. Watch
Porn is
porn
very
today.
important. Yes.
You know.
See, that's amazing. I love that. I love that. And Howard is so amazing. And I didn't know he did that. So not only do you know he does with the community with Pride Fort Lauderdale, but that as well. Wow, that's
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah,
So
go Howard.
Pride Fort Lauderdale. Are you going to continue to work with them in the future?
Yes, yes, yes. I'm so excited for the different things that's happening. Like coming up, we are now Pride of the Americas this in 2023.
Wow. Oh my
So
goodness. 'Cause they
that
couldn't have it before because of COVID, I
because
think,
of
right?
COVID, yes. So now it is back, and Kevin, he's doing the whole thing. It is going to be amazing. The sponsorship's amazing. Shout out to HF and SunSurf. So it's going to be amazing.
Oh my God, that's
Definitely.
gonna
I'm
be
excited. I'm excited.
yeah, no, and I love that, and I love that Kevin's using you more and more because again, you get to see more people and you get to brighten all these people's days. And like if you look at some of the pictures of the people behind you just watching you perform, like it's got to give you like little tickles inside, right?
It chills me because even I use that as my on my desktop for my MacBook, and every time I pull the screen up, I'm like, oh my God, like I'm like pinch me. I really am like pinch me, and a lot of people may think like, oh, it's just a facade, but truly and honestly, the things that I've gone through in my life, and now to be here, it's just truly and honestly a blessing. Definitely a blessing. Kevin and Nicole Hollywell, like they're amazing.
Oh, they just had the Halloween event a couple of weeks ago too, also that I heard was fantabulous.
Oh,
So
that was amazing.
so that is
Yes.
just awesome. What was I gonna ask? So midterm elections are coming up. Voting is coming
Yes.
up. Tell me
Voting
that
is
you're gonna
coming
go
up.
vote and you're gonna go tell your friends to vote and all that fun stuff.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. That's one thing as well. Queens, we vote. We have to vote.
Yeah.
We have to because so much they're trying to knock us
They're trying
down.
to erase us.
So we have to. Voting is very, very important. So please do that. Please go out and vote. I will be voting for myself. Going out, not voting for myself.
I'd be voting for you too.
Right. But definitely I'll be going out, and I love it. Like we have to stick together as a community if we want change.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, I
So
completely
that's
agree.
very important.
What should we be looking out in the future for Priince Triila? What do you got coming in on the horizon?
So in the future, definitely more of my talent with the music and singing and stuff. Like Matthew Darren. I know some of you know him as well.
He's coming into bed in a couple of weeks too.
Oh,
I
yes.
love Matthew.
Oh,
Darren.
I love
that
him.
hair.
Oh,
Oh, let's have a moment of
he
silence for that hair. Yes, I'm just telling you. Once you see him, you know what I'm talking about.
he is amazing, and he booked me for one of his gigs that I was dancing like a music video for his tour Pride of Color.
Yes.
And now he's booking me to sing with him for a Christmas thing at the cathedral December the 4th. So watch out for that. The flyer's coming
Okay.
out soon on that, and it's gonna be amazing.
We're
So
definitely, we'll talk about that on the FayWhat show for sure. Thank you for letting me
yes,
know that
you're
because I
welcome.
love
You're
Matthew
welcome.
Darren and I love you, and it's going to be at the cathedral here. So, I mean, how dope is
Yes,
that going to be?
yes.
The holidays are coming, so start, putting the stuff on your calendar because, that gets booked really quick.
Really, really quick.
So, but speaking of being booked, this will be your first Halloween, right, as Priince Triila,
Yes.
and you're not booked tonight. So you're going to go enjoy Wicked Manners for what it
Wicked
is,
Manners.
right?
Yes.
You're going to go as Robert and have a great time
And
tonight.
have an amazing time.
Are you looking forward
Finally,
to that?
I'm so looking forward to it because I want to be in the background sometimes. I want to see, I want to enjoy, maybe have glitter on my ass.
Right?
Yes.
Just have wear chaps, wear assless chaps,
Yes, wear
with just
assless
glitter on
chaps.
your butt, and that's it. You don't
Yeah,
need much else. I mean,
exactly.
we can figure out what that is.
Yes.
We can name it something,
Right.
But I think you'll have a great time at Wicked Manners as Robert tonight, and I think you deserve
Thank
it.
you.
And I see you doing incredible things, Priince
you
Triila.
so
I really do.
much.
Where did the
Thank you.
Priince Triila come from before I let you go? I thought Prince as in like one of the best entertainers of all time, but then I wasn't sure. So tell me.
So, Priince Triila, I was going through a couple of names like back in the day, like years ago, and playing around, and I was like, Prince, I love Prince. I've always thought Prince was, on our side.
Completely androgynous,
Yes,
but I thought he was
androgynous.
more on our side too. Yeah.
Yes. So seeing that, and I saw a cover, his hair was like big and eyeliner. I was like, oh my God, Prince definitely. And then Trilla, I don't know. Trilla came from one time I heard a song and it was like trill, and trill means real. And I was like, I am a real trill ass bitch. So I was like, Priince Triila, oh my God. And then I switched it up and I put 2 I's and 1 L in Trilla. And I was like, I'm gonna do it like that.
I love that.
Yes. So
that.
Thank you.
I love that. So
Thank
welcome
you.
to South Florida's drag culture.
Thank you so much.
You're moving up those ranks super quickly, I don't know where you're gonna go from here, but like in the year, I've already seen you reinvent yourself already like a couple times, which is incredible. So I can only imagine what's in the future. But I know that all of you folks will be watching it. I know my ass will be watching it front seat. Priince Triila, fangirl. That's because I'm corny that way. Thank you for being on the FayWhat show. Thank you for getting in bed with me.
Thank you for having me.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
You know that I'm one of your biggest fans, and I'm gonna follow wherever the hell you go.
Thank you so
okay,
much.
whatever you decide to do, I'm there. Make sure that you find, his Robert's songs and on Spotify, on all music
On all music platforms. Yes.
But if you just follow Priince Triila, you can get all the information there as well, because everything that Priince Triila is doing is fire. So make sure that you go and follow, always support LGBTQ+. That is how we get ahead. You heard it from Priince Trilla's mouth. Literally, together is how we get ahead and how we succeed. All right. Make sure you go vote. Thank you so much for being on the show with me. Mama. Give me a hug.
Oh, thank you, baby. Thank you.
Oh, happy Halloween, though.
Happy Halloween.
Keep
and
shining.
I hope you're enjoying yourself today as well.
I am. I'm gonna go look at weird costumes. Nobody dressed like Dahmer, please.
Please. Oh my God. Please.
Oh my God. You know someone is going to. I'm going to take a picture and send it to you.
Please do that.
Thank you for being on the show. We'll be right back. Finally this morning, I want to get our week started by telling you some things that are really important to me. It's Faye, what's on my mind? So our community just loves Halloween, don't we? The costumes, the makeup, what's not to love? You get to wear things on your head, right? But the holiday should be a fun and safe time for all of us. And since it's here today, here are some of the big do's and don'ts for Halloween. I just want to make sure that you have a memorable, incredible Halloween, right? It's our gay Christmas. So I'll start by telling you no slut shaming, all right? I know Mario and Luigi definitely wore pants in the video game and not a ridiculously tight leather thong like you'll probably see at Wicked Manor tonight, but it's Halloween. Personally, I think you should be allowed to dress slutty all the time, all year round. Everything is sexy. Sexy cop, sexy firefighter, sexy maid, sexy dominatrix, but I know it offends some folks, so whatever. It's one day out of the year. It's acceptable to go out in literally anything or nothing, like Jamal was saying. So don't take that away from whoever wants to do that on Halloween, all right? Next, watch your drinking. You heard us talking about that. For many, Halloween means a lot of drinking. I get it, but be smart about it. Be safe about it. Like every alcohol ad has said since the beginning of freaking time, drink responsibly. There's nothing worse than holding back the stringy wig of your friend who's dressed in Ron DeSantis drag. Nobody wants to do that shit, all right? Next, costume. Have fun with it. Maybe it's your favorite show. I was thinking of going like 11 of Stranger Things or something, just getting like a hospital gown and some blood, right? You're good, but it makes people think, Or maybe instead do a group costume with some of your friends, It's so much better than solo costumes sometimes. I went once as the Charlie's Angels with 2 of my besties back in New York. One year, I went with my best friend as Slutty Brokeback Mountain cowgirls. I was Heath Ledger. Of course I was Heath Ledger, right? So just make it fun, make it a group thing, Next, don't culturally appropriate. Please don't, okay? We must do better, folks. Sexy Native American with a headdress, yes, it was hot, I get it, but stop it. Really. Sexualizing a minority group, nope, nope, nope. Blackface, nope, nope, nope. That's plain offensive. Wake the F up, okay? Next, Don't hook up with someone in a mask. Please don't hook up with someone in a mask. And if you are hooking up with someone in a mask, make sure you take it off, okay? I mean, you know, you can hook up with whoever you want, but be aware that he may not be too cute. Just because he's dressed like Thor, don't mean he looks like Thor. I'm gonna let you take that in. I'm serious. Lastly, have a blast. Have a freaking great time tonight. It's been a crazy year. It's been a crazy couple of years, folks, but even last year it's been a rough year. It's been a heavy year, right? We've got so many things going on, and Halloween is one of the best holidays of the year. It's all about having fun and dressing up. Be your alter ego. Be the person that you can't be any other time of the year. Be your true authentic self, maybe. Who knows? Maybe you can't be who you really are, you know? Don't take it too seriously. The most important thing of all, enjoy it. Have a blast. Happy Halloween, queens, and those who love us. Well, that's the FayWhat show. I hope that you had fun. I'm really passionate about trying to connect the L and the G in our LGBTQ plus community. It's often hard for us girls. If we believe that we are one strong community, then we must support all the letters of our LGBTQ and plus, okay? We opened the show with a nod to Mary Tyler Moore, and that girl's Marlo Thomas. This show is dedicated to a strong LGBTQ plus community. I just encourage you to be a little bit kinder with folks, a little bit funnier, and embrace our tremendous diversity. It's what makes us so freaking strong. Until next Monday, folks, at 9 a.m. live or anytime on demand. I'm FayWhat, and I am #thatgirl. I wish you a week full of sunshine and rainbows. Stay gay.
Rainbows, gay boys, #thatgirl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl, the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, #thatgirl. Pride-filled, tea dance, Wilton. Is that girl, Latina, but she's you.
So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the FayWhat show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ plus media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the FayWhat show. Get the week started with me.